In the 1090s, wars were traditionally fought in open fields, and those who died were usually ordinary soldiers. However, during these years, a man with a nimble mind discovered something. Instead of annihilating an army of tens of thousands on the battlefield, it was more effective to eliminate the leader of that army in his palace. From that moment on, viziers and even sultans no longer felt safe. The mastermind behind these assassins, who haunted the sleep of their enemies, was a single man, Hasan Sabbah. Hasan Sabbah was born in the fortress city of Qom, Iran, in the mid-1050s, which was a stronghold of the Twelver Shia. From a young age, he was keenly interested in reading, researching, and writing. In his own words, he said, "Since my childhood days, a love for all kinds of learning had awakened in me." As he grew up, he expressed a desire to become a great religious scholar. While continuing his education, he met an Ismaili named Emir Zarab at the age of 17 and was greatly influenced by him. Sabbah described the moment saying, "Our discussions nullified and destroyed everything I believed in. I thought that true faith must surely be this." Thus, Hasan Sabbah became acquainted with Ismailism and devoted himself to the movement. For the sake of Ismailism, Hasan Sabbah traveled to cities such as Isfahan, Azerbaijan, Silvan, Mesopotamia, Syria, Palestine, and Egypt, eventually settling in the region of Iran and spending 9 years there. During his stay, he shared his thoughts with the local population, forming a following. Seeking a secluded place for himself and his followers, Sabbah set his sights on the Alamut Castle, built by an ancient king according to legend, based on where his eagle landed. Hence the castle was also known as the Eagle's Nest. Positioned on steep cliffs at an altitude of 2,000 meters, the castle offered a wide view and could only be accessed via narrow and dangerous paths. When Hasan Sabbah arrived at the castle, he initially sent some of his disciples inside, who then organized the local people to their side. Eventually, under pressure from the populace, the castle's ruler, who was over 80 years old, was forced to leave, and on September 4th, 1090, Sabbah entered Alamut Castle, officially establishing the Order of Assassins. From that date, he began his struggle against the Great Seljuk Empire and the Abbasids. The Great Seljuk Empire, disturbed by these developments, besieged Alamut Castle for 4 months under the command of Vizier Nizam al-Mulk, but failed to capture it. After the siege, Sabbah had one of his assassins kill Nizam al-Mulk in his tent, leading to the end of the siege and the subsequent weakening of the Seljuk state after the death of Sultan Malik Shah. Following these events, the new Seljuk Sultan, Sanjar, initially set out to eliminate Hasan Sabbah by sending assassins after him. However, after finding a dagger embedded in the stone next to his bed one morning, along with a message implying a missed opportunity to kill him, Sultan Sanjar decided to cease his pursuit of Sabbah and recalled his assassins. Hasan Sabbah continued to train his assassins at Alamut Castle, employing a previously unseen warfare strategy. These warriors, called Fedayeen, underwent rigorous training with various weapons, becoming virtual killing machines, primarily using daggers. Contrary to popular belief, they did not use poison as a weapon. When an assassin was sent on a mission, it was understood that they were also sentenced to death, as their belief and training dictated that they should die after completing their mission. This was a religious ritual for them, but they never committed suicide, knowing that suicide was a sin in Islam. Thus, they went on missions without fear of death, not needing to escape after an assassination, fulfilling their purpose through their own death as well. The claim that Hasan Sabbah intoxicated his assassins with drugs before showing them paradise gardens with rivers of milk, honey and wine, and beautiful women mainly stems from Marco Polo's writings. However, Marco Polo arrived in the region 17 years after the Mongols had destroyed Alamut Castle, so he never saw the castle or its inhabitants himself. His descriptions are believed to be based on legends he heard from returning crusaders or Italian pirates. Moreover, German archaeologists who excavated Alamut Castle in recent years did not find any part of the castle that could have been used as such a paradise garden, and other contemporary historians writing about Hasan Sabbah and the Assassins did.